Hello, everyone. Glad you could join me for this week's episode of Locker Room Live. We're on episode 5, and the theme of the show today is how to overcome willpower issues. So, a lot to discuss here, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and dive right into it. Essentially, we have so many things that we want to change in our lives, whether it's we want to lose weight, or we're unhappy with our job, or we're unhappy with the career that we've got going on, and we just want to make those changes in our life. Sometimes it's other things. Sometimes it's spiritual or things of that nature. But there's all types of things that we want to change in our life, and it's how do we do it? How do we make that change? So got some resources I want to share with you. Going along with this as we talk about willpower and really talking about environments. Also, I've got a quote of the show today that goes along really well with this, and you've heard it over and over again. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, and that is Jim Rohn. Very popular quote, but so true. You've heard our network is our net worth. So, again, that's an environment. The people that you're around, that's an environment. It really affects our lives. So we've got some resources to share today. But what I want to do now is I want to go into today's featured product. So let me go ahead and show you what today's featured product is. It is the Advanced Formula Fat Fighter. Okay? Advanced Formula Fat Fighter, guys, I'll just be honest with you. It's one of my wife's favorite products from It Works. I take it sometimes, but my wife takes it a lot more than I do. She just loves this stuff, and I like it too. It's really awesome. But, it says carb inhibitors, but essentially what it does is, you don't really plan for the bad meal. You're just out with friends or family, and you go to the pasta joint or the pizza joint, and you have that delicious meal, and then you pay for it afterwards. You gain a few pounds, or you feel bloated, whatever. So really what this does, Advanced Formula Fat Fighter, it really helps you to eliminate up to 70% of the fat and carbs that you digest on that meal. It does not work in your colon. So as we like to joke about a little bit here, we like to say it's white pants approved. It's working in your stomach, not your colon. And guys, terrific product. Well, I'll just show you how it works. So you guys want to see a little example, a little demonstration? All right. Yeah, let's show you this. So this right here, this is going to be your stomach. You can see that. All right, this is your stomach. It's just water. So, and then this is the pasta or the pizza that you guys are taking on, that you're digesting. Chips and salsa. Yum. So we're just going to pour this in. All right, you see how that's all at the top there? All right. So now we've got the Advanced Formula Fat Fighter. So the way this works, guys, you would take this product 15 minutes to an hour within that time frame after your meal that you didn't plan to eat, the junk you did not plan to eat. And what you would do is you just take this Advanced Formula Fat Fighter. You would eat that, or take that pill, and you've ate all that pasta junk, and you see how it's actually, oh, there it goes. You see how it's pulling it through? There goes another big glop. Look at that. See how it's pulling it? Ugh. Disgusting, guys, but that is how it works. So it's just helping you digest those fats and those carbs that you don't want sticking around. Now, if you want the Advanced Formula Fat Fighter, it's really one of the most affordable things you can do as far as aiding your diet. Whenever, like I said, it comes in great whenever you're making those unplanned meals. It's only $25, guys. So it's really, really a inexpensive product to help aid in your diet whenever you're eating that junk that you don't anticipate. So if you want to get some ultimate advanced formula fat fighter, you guys just hit me up, send me a message. I'll be happy to get you more information on that. But on to some resources for today's show. All right. So this is a book that I want to share with you. It's called Willpower. And Willpower is from Professor Roy F. Baumeister and John Tierney. And guys, it really is, some people call it the Bible of willpower. It's just a really impressive piece of work on what affects our willpower, and really a couple of things that he discusses, key takeaways, okay? What we eat, glucose, our glucose levels affects our willpower. So you might call it self-control, but you ever go to the grocery store and you wonder why at the grocery store they have all the delicious junk food sitting at the cash register? It's because they know you've been making decisions. You've been shopping. You've been exhausting your willpower and self-control in that store while you've been shopping. So whenever you get to the cash register and there's chips and there's candy bars, they know you're going to be a taker there. You're going to purchase those things. So that's just a prime example of your willpower being depleted. They know your glucose is shot by the time you get to the checkout. Grocers aren't stupid, guys. So that is what they are doing. So that's one example. And you've got to, you got to prepare for the game. So you know that there's a certain outcome, a certain thing that you want, or a certain goal you're shooting for. It's preparation. David Blaine, there's an example in the book from David Blaine, but it talks about how he really is, how he trains for his escape things that he does, not just magic, but his escape routines. How does he really be a performance escape act? It's his training. It's that every day showing up, doing what he knows he needs to do to get ready for the big event. Same thing, athletes, high performance athletes, they train. They say practice makes perfect to get to that desired outcome. They want to win the game. So talks a lot about that type of stuff in the book. Cutting clutter. A lot of us have clutter in our life. You're working at your desk, and if your desk is all in disarray, chances are you're not operating well, and you're probably depleting a lot of your self-control. Maybe not making the best decisions when you're working because you're operating in a state of clutter. So that is something to consider as well. You got to know your tolerance. That's a real easy way to avoid depleting willpower or self-control. Is just knowing your tolerances. If you have a zero tolerance, just as an example, say if you're like me and I don't like to drink, I've never done alcohol. I'm not judging nobody, but I have a zero tolerance myself for alcohol. I just don't want it in my life. So I've made that decision. Well, that's an easy decision for me. I don't even have to exhaust any of my willpower or self-control whenever I'm around alcohol. It's just I have a zero tolerance for it. So, it just is what it is. But there's things in your life that if you say, no, I'm not going to eat bread, I've decided to go no bread, zilch. I'm not going to eat that. I'm not going to have that in my diet. That's easy. That's a zero choice. It's a zero tolerance. So ultimately, these things, are to help you actually take action and make the changes that you want. But the other guy that I want to mention here that I've discovered that goes really well with Baumeister's work, and again, check out the book, Willpower. It's great, is a guy by the name of Jim Bunch. Jim Bunch has done extensive work with a lot of the self-help industry's, top professionals. So Tony Robbins, Bob Proctor, John Assaraf, Jack Canfield, you name it. Jim Bunch has worked with these people, and 20 plus years in the industry, what he started to find was he said, okay, so you get guys to come out to the big events, and they're walking on fire, and they're getting motivated, they're getting pumped up to make all these changes in their life. Excuse me, guys. All right, back with you guys. So they're making all these, getting pumped up to make all these changes in their life. And what ends up happening is they go back to their home, their environment, and they make no changes. So Jim has discovered in his research that only about 4% of people that go to self-help motivation seminars and stuff actually take the action afterwards. So that's a 96% failure rate. Here's the big difference, okay? This is huge. The big difference is that that you have to change your environment in order to help overcome the willpower obstacles or willpower issues or self-control issues that you have in your life. So he's done extensive research on the environments that are in our life that help shape the decisions that we make, that help us to change. So I'll get into the environments a little bit here that he's really done extensive work in, but mimetics is just kind of those programming, the things that's programmed up here. It could be stuff that your parents or whoever raised you or your teachers. It's one of those things that are just in our subconscious that maybe we didn't really realize are there, but they are. It's part of our program. It's part of our belief system. So mimetics plays a huge role in this. Sometimes our mimetics, that environment, we've got to somehow do some reprogramming. So we got to do some work on us. So these are the things that make up us. So mimetics is one. There's also other environments here. The body is another one. Your health, and they're all related. So you make change in one area, another area is automatically going to. It's a big circle. They're all going to overlap and help each other. So the body, the other environment is the self. So your self environment, your spiritual environment, your relationships. Relationships is another huge environment. Your network. So again, the people you know. Your financial environment, really big. Financial environment. Your physical environment, and also nature. So just being out in nature, it's good to get out in the sun for 15 minutes. It's really good for us. Get that vitamin D3. So, there's all these environments, and what he found, like your physical environment, if you're operating just like Baumeister found, if you're operating in clutter, it's going to really exhaust your willpower and self-control. So if you clean up your space that you're working in, you're automatically going to see benefits from that. So again, the two resources I have for you this week, the book Willpower by Professor Roy Baumeister and John Tierney, and also Jim Bunch. You can check out Jim Bunch. I found him through a podcast called Unmistakable Creative. There's a 2015 episode, I think it's best of, and then there's a 2016 episode where he actually dives into the nine environments. There's also several videos you can check out on YouTube from Jim Bunch, but again, 20 plus years in the industry. And again, these things are I'm discussing these things with you because I want you guys to spark the change you're looking for. So check out these resources. I think they'll help you. I'm here to help you, be motivated, get inspiration and change your life, guys. So that's what I'm here for. I'm trying to help you out, and just things that I've come across and share those things with you. Again, if you guys want to get the advanced formula Fat Fighter, all right, so Really does work, really does pull it through your digestive system, and it helps you not to absorb those unplanned meals of pizza and pasta. Uh, $25, a great aid to your diet. If you want that, please just send me a message, and I'll be more than happy to help you out with it. I don't want to get too much more into anything else on that. I love the support, you guys showing up, watching the episodes here. Also, just please share the hashtag, share the episodes with your friends and people you know. Hashtag Lockerroomlive, and you can share this episode if you wish on Facebook with your people that you know. I appreciate that. As always, I'll leave off with this. Every day you wake up, it's up to you to get your bud. It's halftime. Excuse me, guys. Got choked up there. Every day you wake up, it's halftime. It's up to you to get your mind right and win at the game of life. So let's play the game. Let's do it. Let's win at the game of life, guys. You have a blessed evening.